Hello, I'm IBXToyCat, and welcome back to QnA Saturday. This is a weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions about a particular subject. In this case, the next big update for Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. Currently, we're calling it Title Update 24. I'm answering these questions from last week's comment section, so if you want to leave questions for next week's Q&A, leave them in the comments down below. Just bear in mind it's variety/personal Q&A week, so if you want to ask questions about that sort of thing, please do. And please do like the video also to help out the series, help out the channel, and let me know that you like the video. So let's get straight into the first question. Actually, first of all, I want to quickly mention, this is the first, TU24 Q&A, I guess. Just bear in mind, no matter what the update's called, it's still the same update on the inside. Like, a lot of people are like, oh no, the update's changed. No, don't worry about it. It's just, it's being pushed back because of all these updates. It's really strange just how many bug fixes they're releasing between updates now. I guess that's kind of a good thing. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, depends on how you look at it. But yeah, let's get straight into the first question, which comes in from Joshua Bailey, who asks, will sheep drop raw mutton in TU24? And the answer to this question is, it depends on what's included in the next update, because so far we know it's going to be include 1.7, and it might, there's a small chance for it to include 1.8 too. If it does include 1.8, then of course 100% coming because it's on the 1.8 features. If it doesn't, then it'd have to be one of the features that is brought forward. And I think if features are being brought forward from 1.8, it makes a lot of sense that sheep dropping raw mutton would be too, because it's such a simple change that means, oh, there's a new type of meat now. Like, compare that to the changes you need to make for a slime block, where you have to alter the physics of the game and stuff, compared to just, oh, having sheep drop this raw mutton. So I think it's likely to be brought forward if something is brought forward, but, just as a quick little side point, they haven't actually brought something forward in the last update. Title Update 19 didn't bring forward a single thing, so maybe they're not doing that anymore. Maybe they intend to with this next update. We can't entirely say for sure, but what we can say for sure is it's not guaranteed. I'd say, if I had to give it a percent chance, I'd say slightly less than 50%, but it's a simple change, so it hopefully will be coming with Title Update 24. Moving on to the next question, which comes in from Sassy Gaming Girl, who asks, hashtag Q&A, will we ever get custom super flat worlds? And the answer to this question is yes. It's actually the first confirmed feature for Title Update 24. They confirmed it just before Title Update 22 came out, and it made me look kind of silly because they were like, oh, it's in the next update, and that implied the next bug fix, but that was a day before the bug fix. So when they meant that, they mean the next big update, of course, and that means that custom super flat worlds will be coming in Title Update 24. If you wonder what I mean by custom super flat worlds, it basically gives you the ability to be like, oh, instead of having just this lame dirt super flat world, which I don't really want for some reason, I can just decide to have a sand super flat world, or there's Miner's Paradise. There's a bunch of really cool ones. I've actually done a video on it. If you want to check that out, you can. I worry about pimping my own videos too much, but basically, yeah, I made a video on that before. It basically just allows you to have lots of different custom super flat things, and it is coming in not 1.8. It's coming in Title Update 24 for all the Minecraft consoles, which is going to be really cool because it brings in a lot of new options to the game, brings in a lot of new building places, and it's just a great overall thing that I think is going to make the game a little bit more fun for people who like to super flat already. So next question comes in from Mr. Extreme Pokeballs Pro, who asks, hashtag Q&A, will there be a book and quill? And the answer to this question is no, there won't ever be a book and quill unless 4J Studios, undo a decision they made. Because back in Minecon 2012, they mentioned how there would never be a book and quill on console. The reason they gave was a little bit shaky. Again, I made a video on this where I actually show the video, and it's something like, well, we just don't think it'd be very fun to type out a book on a console. And I kind of get that, and the reasoning that I can understand behind the signs being on the consoles, but not the book and quill, is because a sign, if your friends type a sign, you can kind of do it. It'll take you like a minute, but you can do it yourself. But if your friends type out books, it's just not something you follow suit on. They don't want to require people to get a chat pad just to type out books, maybe. That's the logic behind this one, and I kind of get it, but I think they should come anyway. But yeah, they've confirmed book and quills aren't coming to consoles, which is why they didn't come in Title Update 12 when they should have. Moving on to the next question, which comes in from Butter Puppy, who asks, hashtag Q&A, will there be command blocks? And this is a tricky question because they are actually technically in the game right now, so I could be really lame about this and say, well, they're in the game, so there definitely will be command blocks, because there already is. But yeah, command blocks are only accessible right now through some serious mods, and they don't even entirely work. So will there be working command blocks in the next update? I think there might be, because the Title Update 19 was 1.4, 1.5, and 1.6, but they actually missed a couple of features along the way, command blocks and custom superflats being the biggest ones. And since they confirmed they're bringing custom superflat, which doesn't make a bunch of sense in console, it's going to require a lot of modification, I think command blocks are something which, again, don't make a bunch of sense in console, but might be coming as well, just because they allow so much more map variety, and especially if they do eventually bring in Minecraft Realms, it makes a lot of sense to allow people to make maps with command blocks in them, so you can automate a lot of stuff. Like, command blocks do some really cool things, as long as you make sure they're not possible in survival, like you make sure you can't glitch them in survival, then you can do some cool things. And yeah, command blocks hopefully should be coming. The way they've been talking hints it should be coming, and the fact that it's in the game files already hints it's going to be coming, but we can't say 100% certainty. I can only say of like 80% certainty, and I'd really like to personally. Of course, if it did come, it'd have a GUI, it'd have like options to click and everything, and I think it'd be a really cool console experience that would be like a better one than the PC, because you wouldn't have to learn all the various commands, you could just click on them. But that's my personal opinion. Let's move on to the next question, which is from Plasma Sonic Boom, who asks, #QnA, will there be a Mesa biome in TU24? Plus, I love your vids, a smiley face. Oh, no, winky face. Oh, thank you very much, Plasma Sonic Boom. To answer your question, though, there will be a Mesa biome in TU24, I guess it is now. I actually made a video on it yesterday. I made videos on all these things, apparently. But yeah, I made a video on the Mesa biome yesterday. It's going to be coming in with TU24. There's actually 4 variants of it, which means that, you know, in your world, you should hopefully find one of them. They're actually reasonably rare in comparison to all the other biomes, so, you know, I'll make a Mesa biome as soon as the thing comes out. But yes, the biome is coming alongside its red sand block, which is going to be cool. It's a really cool way to get, like, stained clay, as well as just a pretty cool biome to hang out in general. So, next question comes in from Zachary Edwards, who asks, #QnA, will we ever be able to change weather in the options? This is something that I can't see not coming, which is a double negative, but I think this is definitely coming, because the thing about the daylight cycle toggle, it's such a big deal for people who do stuff like, you know, me, well, like any map really, you can turn off the daylight cycle. If you're building, it's awesome, but the thing about the rain is it entirely ruins the point of that, and I think it must be an oversight. Like, they just quickly implemented it, they tested it for a few days, they thought it was awesome, and they didn't really realize that it still rained through it. So I imagine that either if you lock the daylight cycle, it will change the weather, or if eventually there'll be a weather selector itself, because I'd really like either a no rain option or like the ability to switch the weather, because imagine being able to turn lightning on all the time, for instance. I'd really like that, because, you know, you'd be able to get a charged super creeper, because right now you can only see that through my channel, which even then I don't have my own one, I have to use someone else's. So yeah, it's really strange. There's a few things you could do with customizable weather, so I imagine it's almost certainly coming in the next update. So next question comes in from James Galloway, who asks, #QnA, I know you get lots of these questions, but are we getting stained glass, but no one I know you get lots of questions about are we getting stained glass, but no one has asked if we're getting stained glass panes. By the way, you're awesome. Thank you very much, James Galloway. To answer your question, though, we are going to be getting stained glass panes, because they're another block that's actually sitting in the game right now. They don't have the proper textures, like they look like carpet, but you can actually have stained glass panes in the game right now. They wouldn't just remove a block that's in 1.7. Like, these are beyond confirmed, just like stained glass, and, you know, in the same place as stained glass, if they don't come, I'll print out words of myself and eat them. I think I promised to do that in a Q&A a few weeks ago, so yeah, I can guarantee as almost a fact that stained glass will be coming in the next big update. So, Sean Browser, who asks, please make more of these Skywars videos, and this wasn't on a Skywars video, it was on a Q&A video, but should I make more Skywars videos? Because every week I live stream, you can probably tell that by now, every Thursday, sometimes Tuesday, like next week when the DLC comes out for Advanced Warfare, but usually I do a live stream every Thursday. I try not to make them all Skywars live streams, because although Skywars is pretty popular amongst people playing, a lot of people watching don't enjoy it. Like, you can tell that from the viewing numbers, from the likes and stuff, and I try to do them every now and then, though. So I'll do a Skywars video every few weeks. I can't promise how often, but, you know, I want to try and make the live stream something everyone can enjoy, not just a few people. So next question comes in from Patrick Ajabode, who asks, #QnA, will fishing rods affect players on consoles? This is one that's always confused me, because I can't find any decent information as to why they don't. So snowballs and fishing rods on PC, they'll knock you back. On console, they won't. And again, no solid reasoning behind that. I've looked and I can't find anything. I guess it's just a glitch that no one's ever told them about, or maybe it's a conscious decision. I can't really tell. But fishing rods hopefully will affect players with the fishing update, next update. If they don't then I guess they never will. And maybe 4J just don't know and everyone's told them, but they think it's a joke, and I can't think of possibly the reason. So next question comes in from Minecraft Master, who asks, #QnA, will we be getting ruby ore and ruby armor? So rubies were only introduced into the game for a little bit, because basically, you know, they needed a currency system. They just used Ruby because it's like, okay, we have diamonds, let's just throw rubies in there. They're pretty rare, right? And then eventually they changed them because of, Dinnerbone is actually slightly colorblind. Having Ruby ore and Ruby armor is very unlikely because where would it fit in the tier? I'd like to see it, but the PC hasn't even got it yet, so we're not getting Ruby ore and Ruby armor. As much of a common misconception as it is, we're not going to be getting it. So, final question we have here, as far as I can tell, comes in from Livy Bron, who asks, #QnA, why are Minecraft Pocket Edition ahead of us in updates? They have the Savannah and Mesa biomes, etc. So, to answer this question, this is a really common misconception. The Pocket Edition does have a few features the consoles doesn't, mainly the new biomes, and they have pressed dirt too. But to make up for that stuff, they actually are missing so much stuff we have because they don't follow the PC update system like the console does. So there's so many things missing. They don't know what's coming in the next update as much as, they have no idea at all. And it means although they have new biomes, they're missing brewing, they're missing redstone, they're missing the Ender Dragon, they're missing so many mobs and stuff and they only got survival like a year or two ago. Like basically, yeah, the Pocket Edition is actually quite far behind us, and it's just something I'm throwing out there. The console edition's doing pretty well right now. Hopefully we get ahead of the PC, that'd be nice, but we're definitely ahead of the Pocket Edition already, and I'm excited about the future. Just figured I'd throw that one out there. I hope you did enjoy the Q&A. Please do like it if you did, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here for a bunch of Minecraft console videos just like this one that I'm sure you'll enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.